Yeah, guys, 7K Access here. Once again, I wanted to read you guys an article from March 1996 that seems kind of important right now. And it's a comparison of those in the prison system that are registered child sex offenders and a comparison of those that are pedophiles with pedophilic thoughts but have not offended, and a comparison of the link to child sexual abuse or childhood trauma. This writer interviewed 95 individuals that were pedophiles not in the prison system. Out of those 95 individuals, 100% of them agreed to experiencing child sexual abuse at some point in their lives. He also interviewed 84 individuals that were in the prison system, and out of those 84, 93% of them admitted to experiencing either child sexual abuse to an extreme or an extended period, or they went through extreme verbal, physical, and mental abuse overall. Most of the ones that were in the prison system also experienced it from older females, and they were able to deduce that those who experienced it for a short period of time, or it was very painful, or it was from an individual that wasn't liked, they were able to put the pieces together and usually lead a successful life and go back out into society, sometimes even help other individuals with this. They're usually able to heal. But the ones who experienced it for an extended period of time, or it was masked as love or affection or attention, those are the ones that have a very difficult time deciphering that it's not good behavior, it's not love, and it cannot be continued. And it makes sense in a way why these people can be attracted to children, because it seems like their innocence may have been stolen when they were very young. And so they identify with another vulnerable child because it's like the damaged inner child that is stuck with them themselves. A lot of these people have never had any help with this when they were younger, or it was covered up. So from that study, I can completely understand that it looks like minor attracted persons might be experiencing a lot more than we really realize. But that doesn't give anybody room to be able to abuse another person. Just because your innocence was taken from you doesn't mean you're going to get it by trying to take it from another person. It doesn't work like that. I myself experienced child sexual abuse and grooming for about 12 years of my life, and it wasn't attended to. So I had to have some extensive therapy to fix the problem because I was insanely suicidal. Most of the people who deal with this kind of issue either wind up prostituting themselves, self-harming, suicidal, addicted to drugs, or addicted to gambling, addicted to spending, addicted to something. And if most of these people are able to overcome that and not abuse themselves, not become masochistic, they'll flip around and they'll wind up doing the same thing to other people. Isn't that what bullies do? They're bullies because they've been bullied. This is what narcissism is. It's a generational curse. They wind up repeating the same thing that was done to them, but putting themselves as the top of the totem pole. So now they're the teacher. Granted, we can't be going after people with pitchforks. I still think this is a topic that really needs to be discussed, because instead of giving these people acceptance for their bad behavior, which will perpetuate the bad behavior for generations, we need to be picking these people's brains and figure out what happened to you, who hurt you. Some of these people really need to get into therapy so that they can relive it and accept what happened to themselves. Understand that that is a reality and it wasn't okay, it wasn't right, and they don't have to ever live in that space ever again. But you're never going to get away with doing it to another person. Bottom line. Nope, nope. We can't just normalize this like every generational curse, like grandpa going, you know what, I got beat to hell and I'm doing totally fine. What's wrong with you? Why can't you handle life? No, grandpa, you're not. Or your uncle going like, you know, I went through this too. Why can't you handle it? I'm doing just fine. Are you? Are you really? This is the topic that isn't being discussed because it's very taboo. But I think it needs to be discussed because if you don't, the people that are experiencing this at home and their kids, this is what is going to wind up happening when they get older. And we already have a world filled with crazy people rolling it. I've had enough.
And what I don't know is how all of you can't feel what I'm feeling right now.